At the Mbalula Memorial, ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula did not hold back. What was meant to be a tribute to a stalwart of the liberation struggle quickly turned into what many are calling a political campaign rally wrapped in memorial clothing. Mbalula fired shots at what he called cults of personality masquerading as political parties, clearly referencing the MK party and perhaps its former Secretary General, Floyd Shivambu, who was ousted before even clocking a full year. He mocked Shivambu for bouncing from press conference to press conference in what he framed as a desperate search for a new ANC. But Mbalula stood firm on this point. The ANC, he said, is not built on individuals but on a deep blood-stained history, on the sacrifices of leaders like Andrew Mlangeni.
Batho bao ba bang ba bona ba tentse ba itukisa mo le dibaiki ba re ba ka etsa ntho tse tswileng matsoho ba tsamaile ba ile nthong tse ntjha tse senang mo di lo fella teng di shwa every day ba santsane ba tlo di bitsa di press conference rona re eme ANC Succession ke ntho e thata e boima ha ba di bitse di press conference ba tšhentšhana ka tsona motho o re ona kgethiwa le stulong a so qete le selemo sa tšhintšhuwa ke koyoko ntho e eme ba shebile fela mokgatlo boima o ke mokgatlo wa bomlangeni o.
But here is where things got interesting. In a moment that felt more revealing than he may have intended, Mbalula admitted, without saying it outright, that some ANC leaders were reconfigured because they were simply lazy and didn't want to work. Let's talk about that. When Panyaza Lesufi was removed as Gauteng convener but kept his position as premier, eyebrows were raised. Why him? Why not the others? Well, some argue Lesufi isn't just a premier, he's a power player. Removing him completely could have just caused blowback the ANC can't afford right now. But for Siboniso Duma and Bheki Mtolo, the story is different, especially in KZN, where many voters celebrated their political downgrade.
Kikao, batho ha ba sa sebeletse lekgotla ba dula ba le di WhatsApp group ba nyefola. Arna nako re tla ba reconfigure re ba fe matla re bitse ba bang ba tlo ba thusa o bana ba tlo sebetsa wa itseba reconfiguration re a o tšhentšha mare seng haholo anyane o bana wa ikemisetsa o sebetsa ene le sebetse o ya ka melao ya lekgotla wa bona le sebetse o ya ka melao ya lekgotla le sebeletse African National Congress. So
ANC comrade national ithole 40% national, meaning NEC lost the country for 40%. In National Executive Committee elitho Babu Ramaphosa no Babu Mbalula lost the country for 40%. They must take that responsibility. Now we are taking our own responsibility, of losing the province to 17%.
Let's not forget, viral videos during the campaign season painted that these two as out of touch with ordinary people. And the results at the ballot box reflected just that. And just when we thought Mbalula was done, he circled back to a controversial comment he made earlier, saying ANC is not Mamelodi Sundowns, a direct response to rumors that billionaire Patrice Motsepe had presidential ambitions within the ANC. He addressed the backlash head-on. I was voted in, he said, guided by ANC laws, and he addressed the backlash head-on. Mbalula said this is not the time to talk about succession, not with the ANC's current standing hanging by a thread.
Last week in the Eastern Cape, be ki bua ka ntate o mongwe wa bolo ke re no ANC a tshwane le bolo eo yar e batho ba so le soyo ba lla ba bokolla ore SG ing tlo ke le bolelle nna ke tsamaya molaong wa ANC ke kgethetswe ke le SG. I must tell you and instruct you when decisions are taken. It is there in the Constitution. Once they've debated and taken decisions, I must communicate. Jwale ne ke re le iketle hanyane ka ntho tse tsa boetapele. Hobane re tsietsing mo e leng hore re kana ra theoha le matleng a puso. Jwale re tshwantse re lwane ntwa ya khumamela re kgutle ANC e kgutlele maemong. O tla bo tsamaya mo nywe kgetheng. O tla kgethwa ke mang o sena ANC. ANC e tswile maemong. O tsamaya o tletse mona o bolela hore batho ba o kgethe. Ntho o kgethuwa ka ra ANC ke ntho e nyane. Ene ne ke jwetsa maloko a ANC hore ikatleng pele ka ditulo hobane re nkile qeto ra re ntho tsena re tla di bua ka nako ya teng e tshwanetseng. Ha jwale ha re sebetseng ho haha mokgatlo. We must build our organization, root and branch. And we must not kowtow other political parties. What they do, mukiting wa bona wa dikats, must not affect us. Rona, what must affect us is how we build a strong organization. That's what is important. We must build a strong African National Congress. Because the moment we are in now, we don't have the numbers. We don't have the numbers to maintain power to the ANC. Re tsama re kopa mo re kopa or no re tshelleng ngesixhosa kuthiwa siyancazelana akitsebi ka Sesotho ba re dula re kopa ore a re ke re kopantshe menwana re tsebe o tshwara masepala ke ye Thabo Mofutsanyana ke masepala o maluti a phofu ke mokete wa dikatse huwa udimo le tlase mo re dula re kopa batho re no re tshwarisane ha re batla o tshwarisana re batla o laola jwale re tla laola jwang ha re ngwapa re bua ka ntho tse seng ntho tsa bohlokwa ha nako le motsotso di fihlile re tla di bua ntho tse ha ebe di tshwantse di mathe di tlamatha di tlamatha sena ska ja mmayatela ha ebe ninga di a tshwana o matha re tshwantse re tsamaye re le kaofela o sena bohlokwa ba hore dipere di mathe le teng o tla be o lokile di tla tshwarisana batho ba kgathetse go dula ba mametse hore batho ba ANC ba lwanela ditulo batho ba batla o tseba hore re etellwa pele re ya kae le a bona le president wa rona o tisitse President Ramaphosa a robala ke ka o le nna ke mo bona ha ke re shame ke a tsoa le ka 12 be ke theoela ke re nkebe ka hlolwa ke president a sebetsang ka thata tje no nkampa ka robala tseleng le mo.
Here's the big takeaway. Fikile Mbalula might have been speaking to honor Andrew Mlangeni, but what came out was a warning, a dig at rivals, and maybe even a few own goals. As the ANC tries to reconfigure, the real question is, are they rebuilding or slowly tearing themselves apart from the inside? What do you think? Is Mbalula right to warn against personality cults, or is the ANC too far gone to lecture others on values? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's unpack this one together. This is Heads Up SA. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss when we break down South Africa's hottest political moments. Until next time, stay sharp, stay woke, keep your heads up, SA.